Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Online Tutorials, the online education channel. Today in our video we are going to discuss and explain an introduction to project management part 1. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe my channel. As an introduction, we are going to start first by the definition of a project. So what's a project? A project is a plan, it's an activity. So it's a unique venture with a beginning and ending time, conducted by people to meet established goals with the parameters of cost, schedule, and quality. We can also define projects as like goal-oriented, involving the coordinated undertaking of interrelated activities which are of finite duration and are all to a degree unique. What are the elements of a project? Projects are complex one-time processes. As we know, the project arises for a specific purpose or to meet a stated goal. They are complex because they typically require the coordinated input of numerous members of an organization. Here, the project members may be from different departments or other organizational units or from one functional area. Projects are limited by budget, schedule, and resources. Project work requires that members work with limited financial and human resource for a specified time period. They do not run indefinitely. Once the assignment is completed, the project team disbands. All these activities are constrained by limitation on budget and personnel availability. So here we can say that the projects are resource constrained activities. Projects are also developed to resolve a clear goal or a set of goals. There is no such thing as a project team with an ongoing, non-specific purpose. The goals and deliverables define the nature of the project and that of its teams. So the projects are designed to yield a tangible result, either as a new product or service. So whatever the goal is to build a bridge, implement a new accounts receivable system, or win a presidential election, the goal must be specific and the project organized to achieve a stated aim. And finally, the projects should be customer focused. Whether the project is responding to the needs of an internal organization unit or intended to exploit a market opportunity external to the organization, the purpose of any project to satisfy the customer needs. What are the general characteristics of a project? First of all, we do have like the projects are ad hoc endeavors with a clear life cycle. The projects are non-traditional. They are activities that are initiated as needed, operate for a specified time period over a fairly well understood development cycle, and are then disbanded. They are temporary operations. Second, the projects are building blocks in the design and execution of organizational strategies. Projects allow organizations to implement company-wide strategies. They are the principal means by which companies operationalize corporate level objectives. So here we can say that the projects are the vehicles for realizing company goals. The projects also are responsible for the newest and most improved products, services, and organizational processes. As we know that the projects are tools for innovation because they complement traditional process-oriented activities. Many companies here rely on projects as vehicles for going beyond conventional activities. So the projects are the stepping stone by which we move forward. Providing philosophy and strategy for the management of change. Because as we know, change is an abstract concept until we establish the means by which we can make real alterations in the thing we do and produce. Here we can take an example, whether it's Toyota's latest hybrid car or Apple's newest iPhone upgrade. Successful organizations routinely ask for customer input and feedback to better understand their likes and dislikes. As for the vehicle of change, the manner in which a company develops its project, how much to say about its ability to innovate and commitment to change. The project management also entails the crossing functional and organizational boundaries. As we know, the projects optimize like internal organizational collaboration by bringing together people from various functions across the company to work with each other. They should have like people working with each other from different departments. So the project aimed at new product development may require the combined work of engineering, finance, marketing, HR, design, and so forth. Also, the traditional management function of planning, organizing, motivating, directing, and controlling apply to project management. So they have the same functions as any regular manager. The principal outcomes of a project are the satisfaction of customer requirements within the constraints of technical, cost, and schedule constraints. We know that the projects are defined by their limitations. They have finite budget, definite schedules, and carefully stated specification for completion. Like if we need to take an example, the term paper assignment in a college class might include details regarding form, length, number of primary and secondary sources to cite, etc. So we should take into consideration the technical issues, the cost, the schedule, the time. All these things are affecting on the outcomes. And as we know, the principal outcome is to satisfy our customers. Projects are terminated upon successful completion of performance objectives. So we cannot terminate any objective and any project before accomplishing successfully our goals. We should perform in a highly manner. We should achieve our goals and objectives. We should achieve our target. We should achieve our project. Then we will be able to terminate our work. Now let's check the difference between a process and a project. First of all, let's define a process. A process refers to an ongoing day-to-day activities in which an organization engages while producing goods and services. So it's a repetitive process. We are doing the same thing on a daily basis. There is like several objectives. It's an ongoing process. Day-to-day activities. People are homogeneous or the same on a daily basis. Systems in place to integrate efforts. All the indicators like performance, cost, and times are already known. And working a process or on a process, it's like a part of a line organization. And we have like bastions of established practice, and finally, it supports the status quo. Whereas working on a project, we are totally working in a new product or a new process. We only have one objective is accomplishment of this project of and this target. We have one shot, limited life. It's not an ongoing activity. So once we will achieve working on this project, we will move to work in a totally another and different project. The people are totally different in each project. I may be able to pick like new people, new employees. So here we can say more heterogeneous. System must be created. We don't have the system in place. System must be created to integrate efforts. The performance, cost, time, everything is less certain. We don't know about, and it's less certain. Okay, not the same as the process. Everything is known, and the project is always outside of the line organization. Probably most of the time it's outside the line of the organization. It violates the established practice, and finally it upset the status quo, as we are always creating changes and we are always changing. Thank you guys for watching my channel.